Katty Konnie Loudmouth Linda, keeping it real, no agenda. Satire, truth, and a whole lot of fun. Politics, crime, we get it all done. From breaking news to a joke or two, we do it our way just for you. We just can't make this stuff up. 1 year strong and we ain't gonna stop. Mic in hand, voices loud, shouting truth, making you proud.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
It's good to be back because I've been internetless. I mean, I've got a good story to tell you. I've got a good story to tell you. You know,
I got a good story to tell you too.
Okay.
New York is turning communist. They're putting a burqa on Statue of Liberty.
There you go. Well, you know, Walmart will
They're going to take Statue of Liberty down? That's my question.
I don't know, but they might put a burqa on it. And Walmart will soon be taking out all your fancy clothes because everyone's going to wear a burqa from now on. And then we can just all get out there and go, for 5 times.
Shawarma on every street corner. Falafels on the opposite side.
And women, you will now walk 10 paces back behind your men.
You will not be allowed to vote. You will not have any more credit cards. You will not go to work. Hi, Gloria. Yeah. So guess what you all voted for? Oh, that's right. That was your last vote, by the way.
Oh, and you know, I want everyone to know that we are gonna teach you how to go 5 times a day with your rug.
The speakers are being installed as we speak. The call to prayer speakers. Did you hear? No, seriously, did you hear what happened in the Bronx just a little bit ago? Or
No.
Yesterday. Maybe yesterday.
No. You just froze.
Yesterday. I'm not sure what day, but yeah. An explosion.
No.
Firefighters went to it, and when they got there, a bigger explosion took out 6 firemen. 3 of them are in the hospital.
Ladies, let's be fair. In Canada, we have a beautiful Muslim community. They are nice. They support the community. They go GP out to festivals. They go to concerts. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I understand that. We're not going against your religion by any means. But what I'm saying is, in America, religion is free. We are free to practice whatever religion we want to. And that doesn't mean that the Christians can build a wall around. We're founded on Christianity, right?
Right. Okay.
Build a wall around us.
Kareem, I don't know what part of Canada you are, but if you're down here by Michigan, Windsor, whatever, we have a huge problem in Dearborn, Michigan. I'm sure you just heard all about it on Halloween weekend. It is a problem. They're out there marching. They have torches. I'm sorry, light things, torches, to see in the dark. They're marching 40, 50 strong, saying who knows what. We don't know what they're saying because they don't speak in English. So, but the mayor in Dearborn has said the day all Christians move out of his city, he will have a party. That's not a beautiful Muslim community.
And that's not what America is founded on.
No.
We have Catholics. We have Muslims. We have Buddhism. We have it all.
I'm not kidding you. Look up Dearborn, Michigan. Look it up. I'm not kidding you.
We
It,
have
it was,
all of these
yes,
religions here.
right. We have Baptist, we have Protestant, we have, you name it. You can be any religion you want. Just don't, you don't agree with what? With what's going on in Dearborn?
We have everything here.
Yes, we do. Hi, Apple. We do, Kareem. And, the thing is this, is that if we don't make fun of what's coming, because we don't know what's coming.
Oh, you don't agree with that man. I don't either. Because you know what? I think that because we're all born of free faith, and we are
Right.
able to practice our faith in whatever way it is. We are
See, I think the thing that also bothers us is that you guys, not you, okay,
not you.
not you, but a lot of people from the Middle East that are Muslim are, like our extreme lefts and our extreme rights. Okay. We don't believe in stoning a woman to death because she got raped. These are just things, we have laws against that. And they still want their Shiite law. If they want it, go back to where you're from, because we don't want it here. And it's not just because of us Karens on here. It's we just don't believe in it. If a woman gets raped, it's not her fault. But I guess in the Quran, that's what it says to do. I've never read it.
Awesome. This is awesome. And this is why I'm giggling and laughing about it. I don't mean to hurt anybody's
Good.
feelings.
Yeah.
I'm not going after your Muslim religion at all, or if you are Muslim, I'm not going after that. What I'm saying is that would be like the Roman Catholics standing up and saying, you know what? You try to tell that to an atheist.
Mm-hmm.
There's some of them around too,
Right.
or the Roman Catholics standing up and saying, you are not allowed to be a Baptist,
Right.
or you are not allowed to be, definitely you're not allowed to be non-denominational, because you know why? Because you're going to be Roman Catholic, and that's the way that's going to be. Well, no.
I was raised Roman
Catholic.
I was raised Roman Catholic, and I turned my back on Roman Catholics. They're hypocrites. They don't abide by what they say. Love, community, people that have disabilities. I've said it before. You weren't here when I said it. My son got kicked out of Catholic school because he had a closed head injury that affected his short-term memory, and because he would forget to do his homework, or forget to bring his homework home, or forget to write it down what he needed to do, they chose to expel him from the school. That did it right there for me. Thank you. I'm done with you. I am a Christian. I believe in God. But no, thank you, Catholic.
Well, but see, this is the point I'm trying to make. In America, we are free to practice whatever religion we want to. Right? Isn't this what we're founded on?
Right. And I'm glad that you found the light and the love in the Islamic faith. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. I'm sure it's in there somewhere. Sorry, Donna. No, it's just my experience with Roman Catholic. You don't go preach to help one another. You don't preach about community. You don't preach about help children, and then turn your back on a kid because he had a closed head injury, which he's perfectly okay now. He does still have a little bit of short-term memory loss. some long-term memory loss now, but he's perfectly okay now. But they just didn't want to give him the time to heal. Now, mind you, this was also baseball season. So we're talking April, May. They get out of school in June. You couldn't just leave him in school and let him heal over the summer because he wasn't playing baseball anymore after the head injury. He never played baseball again. He got back on the mound one time. His coach made him get back on the mound, threw pitch. He hit the dust like you would swear it was a swimming pool. And I asked the coach, please pull him out. And he was fine with it. My son was fine with it. And my son has never played baseball again. So that's the problem I have, Donna. It's not, it's not the religion itself. It's not the Christianity itself. It's this particular school and church did me and my family dirty. And then when I told them I wanted a refund or a rebate on my tuition, they said no, because he's the oldest child in the school.
Well, and let's be honest, okay? I'm going to be straight with y'all. Let's be honest. Whatever religion you are, you will defend it. You will defend it to the nth degree, which is fine. More power to you. But I'm telling you right now, sitting right here, I know that Jesus Christ died on the cross for my sins, and I know that I am saved by the blood of Jesus. And am I a religion? No, I'm non-denominational.
Kareem,
Because that's me. Because I can take a little bit of every religion and put it together and it all sound great.
Kareem, you are welcome to subscribe to our channel. We do not do this. It's just because of him being elected. We talk about everything. We even talk about some things that men don't want to hear about, but we got a few in here, and they just, throw in their little tidbits here and there. So you're more than welcome to subscribe to us. We're on Sundays, Mondays, and Thursdays. We'd love to have you aboard, and maybe you can teach us something.
Well, and the thing is we're trying to make light of a bad situation.
Yes.
Is what we're trying to do. We're not aiming at anyone in particular. We're just saying, this is a reason. Well, amen, brother. There you go. Amen, brother. Amen. Okay, here's the thing. There was a law when our founding fathers all got together, when the America was first, light in everybody's eye, glimmer in everybody's eye. They said, church and state should always stay divided. Do not ever bring church into politics or politics into church, right?
Right.
And now
but we were founded on Christianity.
Right. But they're starting to put they're starting to put their religion into our government. That should never happen. Politics and religion, never have they ever gelled together.
No, nope, never ever. That's just like Donna. She said you can't judge the Roman Catholic by one school. You're right. No. I'm not judging Roman Catholic by one school, but that made my decision to bow out of. I mean, I'm still Christian. I still believe Jesus is my savior. I still believe in God above. I still pray. I still believe in angels, and I still believe in the power of prayer. It goes a long way, but I don't have to be a specific religion. I don't like the fact that you want me to tell a man my sins, and then he's going to tell God. No, I can tell God myself. God knows my sins. He's just waiting for me to, tell him, hey, I did this and it probably wasn't really good.
Do I
Um,
believe in kissing a wall is going to do what? Nothing for you. I believe that your religion is in your heart, and
yes,
your
yes,
love for Jesus is in your heart. Your religion is in your heart, and your faith is in your heart. Faith can
absolutely.
move mountains. Kissing the wall is not going to make you move a mountain. But if this is what that particular religion believes, that kissing the wall is going to help them,
Right,
more power to you. Just don't make me do it. Just don't make me do it. This is what I'm saying. Don't make me do it.
right. Exactly. Exactly. Because, I mean, as much as I know other countries hate us, we are very stubborn in America. And we hold our beliefs, and everybody has their own belief, but there's a group that has this belief and a group that has this belief, and those people flock together. I have a friend in Florida. She's like a sister to me, just like Connie is. I call them my sisters. I don't have a sister, so I have those two as my sisters, and I love them just as much as if they were my blood. But she hates the president. She hates the governor of Florida, and she has that right. And I have the
That's what
right.
America's all about. The freedom to love and
And
hate whatever you want.
I'm not going to give up a sisterhood over politics.
No.
And she's Jewish, which I just love because she didn't know about Christianity and I didn't know about Judaism.
Well, I
And we
realize that,
talk
Donna,
to
that
each
they
other a
go
lot.
to the wall in remembrance of the temple destroyed by the Romans. And I understand all of that. All
We
right.
get it. We get
But
it.
what I'm saying to you, as being the kind of Christian that I am, I believe that in loving Jesus the way I love him, and the faith that I have in him, and that I have faith that he was crucified on the cross for what happened, for taking all of my sins away. And believe me, I have a buttload of them.
Right.
Um, I'm not going to go kiss a wall because that's not what I believe in. That's just what I'm saying. They can tell me that this is what they believe. Baptists believe that it's a sin to dance. And I was
Yes.
brought up a Baptist.
Yep.
And it's a sin to dance. Well, doesn't the Bible say go out, sing and dance and make joy?
Yep.
Yeah, it does,
But
but the Baptists don't believe that. And the Mormons believe that Jesus and Satan were brothers. I mean, I can go down the line on all of them.
right.
Um,
Norm, you can come out of the corner. You're okay. And Kareem, absolutely. Absolutely. You sound like you are a wonderful, wonderful person. You really sound like you're a wonderful person.
I'm just saying that we have the right in America to worship the way we feel, to worship the way we feel. This is our freedom. Don't take it away. That's all
And
I'm saying.
right, and there's nothing wrong with that. I totally understand that you love Jesus, but you only worship God. I get that. I can totally understand that because many religions are like that. Judaism doesn't believe Jesus was ever here yet.
He was a good man. They believe he was a good man.
They believe he was a good carpenter and a good man
Mhm.
that spread goodness around
Right,
and love
right.
and which is that's fine. Everybody's entitled to what they believe.
Well,
Everybody.
and another thing is because of Abraham, or not Abraham, who was it in the Bible? Let me think for a second. King King Herod, or whoever, that had all the billion wives, that had, like, he didn't have a billion, but just exaggeration. But they follow that it's okay to have 100 wives. It's okay because you know what he did? Well, that was the Old Testament. That was the Old Testament, and the New Testament started. And all of those old testaments that they want to go out and sacrifice animals and do all of that kind of stuff is over. Right? It's over. The
Welcome.
New Testament began, and we were, and it was supposed to be a whole new world.
Yep. Welcome, Mango. And they tried to kill who?
They literally tried to come.
You know, Royal, I've had that thought for years, but you know, as long as we all believe in a God, different people call it different names, but it's all
Talmud.
one God.
The Talmud says he's burning in hell. We need to be fair. Who's burning in hell? Talmud passage in Getting 57a describes a figure named Yeshua being punished in the boiling excrement in the afterlife. Well, okay, so you believe? I don't believe in the Talmud. I believe in the King James version.
Yeah.
Just because that's the one that I have read. Well, no, I don't believe that. I don't believe, because that's where we're starting to mix politics and state.
Religion. Right.
And that should never happen.
Our laws are not based on Catholicism. Our laws are not based on Protestants. Our laws are not based on Baptists. They are based on just Christianity.
Oh, so, Joseph Stalin would probably blow Trump's approval rating out of the water among the Americans right now. You believe that Joseph Stalin is a good man? LMC, are you telling me you believe that Joseph Stalin was a good man? Is that what I understand there? I hope
that. Donna, they do.
I read that wrong. I have Jewish friends that what they believe. Yeah, they believe whatever they want to believe.
I don't know what that is, because my friend doesn't. She's never talked about that. So.
He defeated Nazism. Joseph Stalin defeated Nazism? Where did you get that at? But now I'm really curious, because that's not what I learned about Joseph Stalin. Donna, did you know that Stalin defeated Nazism? I thought he was just as much a part of Nazism as Hitler was.
I thought
and so. You believe in Hitler, huh? You think that Hitler wasn't? You know that Joseph Stalin was Hitler's mentor.
Stalin didn't win World War II.
No. Joseph Stalin was Hitler's mentor.
Right. Sorry, I had to get some water.
They learned about everything about truth. Liar. Where am I lying? Tell me where I'm lying.
Oh, boy.
They lied about everything, about true history to all of us. Really?
Ahmed, do you want to So do we.
Yeah. So do we.
So
what are you saying? That communism is... Are you saying that communism is better than socialists and fascists? Is that what we're saying? The Battle of Berlin was the Soviets' victory that ended World War II. The Soviets defeated the Nazis with the capture of Berlin by the Red Army on May 2nd, 1945, which led the Germans' unconditional surrender. Right. But you made the comment that Stalin was better than Trump. That was your comment.
He would have a better rating.
Um,
I believe it was.
the Russians were allies of the United States, Great Britain. The Russians, yes, I know, not me, Royal Apple. The Battle of Berlin. My family was in World War II, Normandy Beach. We drove a truck from the British, and I give. You're all right. You're all right. You're all right. I give speeches in school. You know what? My grandfather was in World War II in Germany at the time from America. And the only thing he had to tell me about it was they had great big rats in Germany. And he was talking about really the animal. He said they had big sewer rats. And my grandfather was afraid of rats after that. You know what? Socialism equals equality for all nations. Socialism.
National socialism.
National. For all national socialism. Equality for one race. Israel was founded on a national socialism. I have read and studied the Quran. Who is the liar?
Thank you, Kareem. We're lucky to have you with us. Amit, you're welcome to subscribe.
Yeah, they're big.
Mongo, you're welcome to subscribe.
Yeah, I'm not a Stalin fan, and I'm definitely not a Hitler fan, and I'm not a fan of Alexander the Great so much either. I mean, I can go down the list of all of them, and I wasn't a big fan of Saddam the Insane either. I mean, I'm sorry, guys, when you take life where God gave us life, and it's a beautiful thing.
You're right, Apple.
And there is times where you are put in a situation that you or them or you're defending yourself. But I'm not a warmonger. I don't believe in war. I think that going out and fighting like we had to, and most of it, if I'm not mistaken, I would like most wars were fought over greed anyway. It was all about money or land or whatever. It was greed.
It usually was over money
or land.
Right. And, it's to some degree, I still believe that, it's like everybody comes to the table and whips something out and says, what do you got bigger and better? Well, I got this. Well, what do you got? Well, I got this.
Well, I'm going to tell you what I think about socialistic medicine in a second. I'm going to tell you what I think about socialistic medicine. In these countries that have socialistic medicine, more people die in these countries. More people die in these countries than they do in our country, and I'll tell you why. Because you have to make an appointment, and they don't care what's wrong with you. It may be 4 or 5 months down the line. You may be getting ready to pass, and you can't get in to see a doctor for 3 or 4 months. Because why? Because there's people ahead of you.
You're right, Apple. You're absolutely right. They have started this. I read an article the other day. Of course, you can't believe everything you read. I read an article the other day that this started 100 years ago to divide us, to get us to where we're at right now and beyond.
And what has it done? It's doing just that. Do you think for 1 second, you know what, I'm going to say something, and y'all can disagree with me if you want to, but I'm going to tell you right now, if Jesus Christ was walking on the street right now, somebody would hate him.
Somebody would kill him.
Why? Because that's just the society we have gotten to.
It's okay to kill the people you don't agree with. That's sad. That's very, very sad.
There were more memes and more people celebrating Charlie Kirk's assassination than, why? Why? Because the man spoke the Bible and had love in his heart and wanted to debate the issue.
Right.
This is why we hate people.
Exactly.
We hate because we don't understand.
Right. Right.
We hate because we don't have the education we need to understand why we hate. We just hate it. You know what? Joe Blow down the street hates it, so you know what? I hate it too. Really? Really? This is the society we're in.
The perfect example is anything that the president likes, endorses, suggests, anything that they do. He's wrong because they just hate him. They have no reason to hate him other than he's calling them out on crap they've done to the American people
For years.
for 100 years.
Yeah, for years and years and years. You can't tell me, nobody can look me in the face and tell me that you walk into Congress with $150 in your bank account and in 2 years later you're sitting up there and you're multimillionaire.
And you own 3 houses.
It doesn't work that way.
No.
Doesn't work that way. They're all crooked. Most of them are crooked. We're trying to get to the bottom of it and get it cleaned out. And
Right.
you know, when I'm telling you, it happens in everything, in every facet of life. The closer you get to making something right, the worse it gets around you.
Yes. Yes.
The more chaos comes out.
I know that firsthand.
The closer you get. Term limits, absolutely, Norm. I'm with you 100%.
Yep.
The president has term limits. The rest of these people, these jobs were not made for you to walk in the door at 34 years old and retire at 85. Or for some of them, they just die in there.
Right.
The unaliving of one soul is like the unaliving of humanity. You're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
So here's my thing. I've watched a lot of TikTok things about the SNAP benefits, and I'm gonna go. Yeah, age limit would be nice too, Donna. I have watched so many things on TikTok that I'm about up to here with it, right? These people that are saying they had 7 kids by 7 different dads, and it's the American taxpayers' responsibility to help me raise my kids. Is it? It's my responsibility to have. You had a lot of fun having 7 kids, but you know, it's my responsibility to help you raise your kid. I don't even know you.
That's horrible, Kareem. And you know what? If more of the crazy Democrats, and I'm talking about the lefts, the ones that are so extreme, if they only knew, they want everything for free. Well, that's what happens when you get free. You wait 14 hours to see a doctor. In the meantime, you could be dead. You don't have a family doctor. So, the grass is not always greener, but you can't get this through their heads. You can't, because everybody wants to just go on social media, be an influencer, make millions of dollars of people watching their videos, and not have to work.
By the way, this one isn't monetized at all.
No, we are not monetized.
We don't make a dime.
Nope.
We just come on here and chit chat with y'all and
speak our minds.
Speak our minds.
Right.
The wall people. The wall people.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this, LMC. I have a very good friend of mine that lives in the UK and got breast cancer. And she wasn't sure whether she was going to survive or not. And I think she still has problems. And she was looking into coming to America to get it taken care of. Is our healthcare system good? It's better than a lot of other countries. Is it too high? Absolutely, it's too high. It's too high, and that's why a lot of people don't have it. But, I mean, I don't have health care.
I do.
No, she's not rich. She wanted to save her life. Did she go? No. No, she didn't come here.
No.
I don't have health care.
I got my bill from when I was in the first hospital.
It's too high.
I got my bill when I was in the first hospital for that 2 weeks. I owe them $20,000.
There you go. There you
I'm
go.
disabled on Social Security and have Medicare Part A, B, C, D, and E, F, G, H, I. And I have a supplement. And I owe them $20,000.
Part of.
You can't afford to get sick. You can't afford to get sick.
You're talking about Mamdani or whatever, that he has declared himself a socialist. Well,
Anthony Pye, what do you mean?
Crimea River, that our insurance is too high. Well, it is too high. It is too high.
You are talking to two people that used to have insurance through employers. Now, I was married at the time, so it was through my husband's employer. We had a $2 copay on any medicine and a $5 if it was a major, like newer drug out or something. It was a $5 copay. We paid absolutely no copays to the doctors, no copays to the hospitals, and everything was covered at 100%. And this is where we are at 35 years later.
A skeptical observer, you know what? Maybe there is everybody out there that wants to have a podcast to make money, but I haven't made a dime.
Nope.
At all. Not one dime. In fact, I'm paying out to have the software to come on here. And no, I'm not crying you a river or anything else. I'm just saying that is the truth. I get on here to talk to you guys, to tell you the way I feel, because, I think God gave me a mouth to be able to talk a little bit and say at least a little bit about the way I feel.
And we do share news, and sometimes people have not heard it yet. And sometimes people have. But that's what this is all about. That's what this is all about with us. We go on here, we talk about what's going on.
That's amazing. That's amazing. They don't give you any money to have kids here. Well, I guess that's not true, because I know people that are got Snap benefits that are $4,300 a month for food for their families.
Skeptical observer, you're welcome to stay, but you're also welcome to scroll. I mean, we have subscribers. We have a lot of subscribers, and we've made a lot of friends through this. So, if you don't like our blabbering, go to the next channel.
It does cost a lot to feed a family. And I know people out there that have special needs children that make not very much money at all and couldn't even get SNAP benefits. How about that one?
Right. Yeah. I mean, and when I got divorced, guys, I've said this before, but for the new people on here, when I got divorced, I was making $6.25 an hour.
Boy, that was back in the day.
In the 90s.
Yeah.
In the late 90s.
Yeah.
I was making $6.25 an hour with 2 teenage boys. I made it. I worked 2 jobs. I bought a home. I bought my dream car. I used to have to dress up for work. I was always dressed nicely.
It's the American dream. It's the American dream.
I had the American dream for a single mom. I sure did. And in a split second, that's all it takes. A split second, it was all taken away from me.
Sure.
In a split second.
Sure. You're right, Apple. You're absolutely right. I'm not beyond helping. As a matter of fact, I am not beyond not helping somebody at all. I would give the
Right.
shirt off my back to help somebody. But if I am made to feel like I have to give the shirt off my back to them because I owe it to them, then I got a little bit of a problem. What do you say? New York City, the richest city
Right.
in the world. Meanwhile, 1 in 4 in poverty, but it's Trump's golden era, I guess. Just for his buddies, Israel, Argentina, free buses are radical. I don't know. I've worked my whole life, LMC. In fact, I'm back to work right now. I I've had to work for
Are
everything
you
I've ever
sure?
made in this life.
Are you sure New York City is the richest city in the world? I beg to
In the
differ.
world, I don't know if it is in the world,
I
but I
beg
know
to differ.
they paid the highest in rent and everything that I've ever seen in my life. I'm sorry, I wouldn't live in New York City. They couldn't move me there. I wouldn't want to live there. I don't want to pay $2,000 for a studio apartment. I'm sorry. There's
And that
someplace else in
studio
the
apartment is
nation.
like 700 square foot.
Yeah. Do I want to pay $2,000 for that? No. Forget it. It ain't happening. There's another state somewhere where I can go and I don't
Right.
have to pay that.
Right. And you know what, guys? I've been to New York City many times. The first time it was in the late 80s. It was so nice.
I've
It was
never been to
it
New
was
York.
so nice to
I've never
go
been
there,
to the East
walk
Coast.
around, blah blah blah. But we had to leave early because that's when Hurricane Hugo came up the coast. So we left early. So I went back to New York with a friend of mine. She lived in on Long Island. Her husband wouldn't let us go in with the kids alone. Okay, I get it. It was going on nighttime. I moved to Virginia and I went to New York a couple of times.
Never been to New York.
Not, wasn't there real long. But when I was moving home, I took the kids it was my son's friends that came to help me move home. I took them up to New York for the day and, had dinner and stuff. And two were walking behind me and one on each side of me. And they thwarted off somebody from snagging my purse. And this is just all in a matter of 15 years. I went to New York City 2 Decembers ago,
Mm-hmm.
didn't even take a purse with me, was with my son and his pregnant wife. And when the sun started going down, my son was like, "We're out of here. Let's go." And we left. He didn't want to be on the subways at night. My son is a big guy. He didn't want to be on the subways at night with his mother and his pregnant wife. He didn't want to be in the city with his mother and his pregnant wife at night. I mean, that's how it's horrible. I can only imagine, and this was 2 years ago, so I can only imagine what has happened in 2 years.
I just see what I've heard on TV and things I've seen on videos. I have no desire to go to New York City. I have no desire. There's a bunch of the big cities. I used to live in Denver. I lived in Denver for 5 years, and I really don't have any desire to go back to Denver either.
Norm, what state do you live in?
He lives in Oklahoma.
Oh, that's a big house.
It is a big house. I have a friend of mine that just moved to Arkansas, and she's got 2,700 square feet, and she's paying $800.
Is it rent or mortgage?
I think it's a mortgage. 2 trillion added in debt. That he's on the road to beat Biden, and Trump lost Doge. Those 16 years olds were so efficient. Well, if we want to sit here and point fingers at everything, LNC, all the benefits that people are getting, that they were getting, when you bring 30 million people in here and you think that you can sustain giving them money, where's it coming from? Tell me where it's coming from, because there's only so many people working.
Thank you, Confucius. We love when people call us Karens. Hence the names Loudmouth Linda and Katty Konnie.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think those are our real names, you only have to think about it and try to figure it out.
You know, I'm just saying. We only have so much money that we can hand out and give to everybody before everyone else starts suffering.
Exactly. I don't see any country when we've had the hurricanes, when 9/11 hit, when we had catastrophes left, right, and sideways. Not one country sent us any money or any help.
No, they're not going to, because they think America is Superman and we can do it all. We can take care of ourselves, which we do. And then we can take care of all these other people that come over too. And oh, by the way, open the borders, let's let them all come in, and we'll take care of them all.
Right. Why not?
You know, and then that gives you the attitude of, guess what? Why should I work? So you just fall right in line with everyone else. Why should I work and make a living for somebody who's not going to work?
Right.
There you go.
And
we'll all get a check.
And we have...
You will own nothing and you will be happy that you own nothing.
Right. And we have a president that lives on about 3 to 4 hours of sleep a night.
Mm.
Flying all around the world trying to make peace. You're right, Donna. Charity does begin at home. But we as Americans don't do that. We don't do that. You know, for good causes, I'm all for it. I'm all for helping anybody and everybody. I have barely a pot to piss in. But if I can help somebody, or
you're right,
whatever, I'm right there.
Good charity does begin at home, and you take care of your home before you take care of outside your home. Do I think that we should have sent $10 billion to Israel? No. No, I don't. No. I don't. I think we need to take care of America's first.
And what we really should do is we really should just let all the other countries
take care of themselves.
Kill themselves off. Don't ask us. We're you know, we're the bad people. We're the Western world. We're the infidels. We're the you know, we're the white supremacists. We're everything. We're racist. We're everything all wrapped up into one. Why would you want anything from us?
We have to take care of ourselves before we have to. There's an old saying, and it goes like this: if you help everybody, soon you will need help yourself.
And that's true.
And boy, doesn't that ring all kinds of bells? Isn't that what's going on here now?
Yes, just now, financially.
Right. And now we're trying to take care of other people. Just open up the doors. Everybody come on in, and we're going to take care of you. You know, it makes you almost want to move to the other country, because if they all move out, we can move over there and take care of it. And then what happens? Their economy comes up, and then they want to come back over there because this one's gone to hell.
All we want is our country the way it used to be. Wave the American flag. Don't spit on it. Don't burn it.
Don't stomp on it.
Don't stomp on it.
And if you're from another country, don't wave your country's flag.
Right. You left that country.
If you're so proud of your country, why are you not living there?
Exactly. You know, I mean, we're all for immigration legally. We're all for it. But when you come over and start demanding, we want this, we want this, we want this. It's America. You're all rich. Give us it for free. Has anybody seen pictures of Los Angeles lately? How very sad. How very, very sad.
Look at pictures of Denver right now.
I
And
haven't.
you know, I even challenge you to look at pictures of Austin, Texas. The tents are going up everywhere. All the big cities, the tents are going up, and they're all living on the streets.
You
Why?
know, we have roads crumbling, we have bridges crumbling because we're giving money away for silly things. I mean, silly, silly things.
What
And
was it?
it shouldn't be.
$10 billion for a play in some country? What? Really?
$70,000 to teach gay men how to dance on poles and cook. Really? I mean, really? Eh, eh,
I wish
My
I had that $70,000.
no kidding. No kidding. And this is what they want us to pay. That is not coming out of our money.
That's not coming out of taxpayers' money. That's coming out of Trump and his billionaire friends.
Right.
So, you know what? That doesn't even touch Americans' money. No, our money's going over so that we can give people circumcisions in foreign countries. How about that? How about that? Yeah. While
And
some children don't even get the health care they need in our own country. But we need to make sure that they get circumcised in whatever country they're doing that. I think it's somewhere in India.
right.
But I mean, come on. Really?
Yeah, in Nigeria.
In Nigeria. Okay, there you go. We need to circumcise those guys. What?
Why? They don't even know probably what it is. I said it before and I'll
I
say
don't
it again.
care. And is it really happening? That's another question.
Exactly. Is it really happening? And you know, I every video, and I could be very wrong, but every video I've ever seen of Nigeria, it's in a very poor, stricken area, mud hut homes,
hanging
digging
gardens.
in dirty water, digging in dirty water to try and siphon it out to get water to bathe in where the animals haven't been in it. You know, I don't think that that's on their top priority. I think they would want to feed their children. I think they would want their children to have an education first.
Apple, I don't think we want Nebuchadnezzar to come over and build anything for us. He was another one that wanted to conquer the world. He wanted to be the ruler of the world. Him and Alexander the Great and all of those guys.
Right.
Freedom of religion does not mean you all come in. The federal government is not to promote religion. The founding fathers never meant to exclude religion from the public square. No, you're absolutely right. But when you start mixing religion and politics, somehow they don't gel. They never have. And okay, for perfect example, this is a perfect example of what I'm trying to say. Tim Tebow was a quarterback for 3 different NFL teams, right? I happen to like Tim Tebow. I thought he was a pretty good quarterback, but everybody said he was a horrible quarterback. He was not a good athlete. He was this, he was that, he was something else. And why? Because he took a knee and prayed before every game. That's why they didn't like him. Let's be honest. That was why they didn't like him.
How is that a horrible person?
Oh, because you know what? You don't show your religion or your faith publicly because you know what? That's bad. What? What? That's our problem. We don't.
And you know, the only thing we have is we have a problem with extreme anything. We have a problem with extreme left. We have a problem with extreme right. We have a problem with extreme Muslims. It's not okay in this day and age to stone a woman to death.
No.
I saw a video that would make your head turn. The father went to school, ripped his daughter out of school because she had been raped. They dug a hole, put her in the ground up to her neck, and stoned her head to death because she had been raped. That's extreme. That's extreme. And that's very heavy on my heart when I saw that.
Gen Z will never forget the shocking lack of humanity and empathy in the majority of Jews for Palestine's women and children. Okay, okay, but here's my thing. Here's my thing.
Baby boomers will never forget 9/11 either.
Over in Palestine, wasn't that Hamas that was running? That's who they put in charge of their stuff, and they wanted it that way, right? They wanted Hamas to run their place, and they ran it with the ironclad fist. It wasn't the Israel that went over there and started the problems.
They
It was Hamas that went over to Israel and started the problem, right? Isn't that what happened on October 5th?
Well, I think my take on that is Hamas decided that they would run it. People didn't want that. A lot of people don't want that. And yes, I would be trying to get out of there too. I wouldn't want
a bunch of them did get out of there. I wouldn't want to be there. Isaac's not the same like it was. No. No, Israel isn't the same. I think that's what she meant to say. It's not the same like it was. No. Radical Zionist terrorism is a real threat. You know, I'm not saying radical Zionist terrorism. What I'm trying, it would be really nice if everyone could just get along. Period. Right? Wouldn't it be nice that you could love your neighbor? Wouldn't it be the perfect world if you could love your neighbor and it wouldn't matter what religion they were? And you could say good morning without them scoffing at you or screaming at you or telling you, I have heard some of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard in my life. I heard that it was Trump's fault that the UPS plane went down.
Yeah.
I heard that. That was a real winner. It was Trump's fault that the UPS plane crashed in Kentucky. What?
Speaking of that, did you hear that plane had a semi crash trying to land in Taiwan? The winds were so bad that they kept doing this, and the wing hit and the engine, and it blew the whole engine casing off of it. And they said, put a new casing on it, said it'll be okay. I'm just saying.
It's amazing. No, what I'm saying is about Zohran is it's like this. It's like this. He's not gonna take his oath right now, let's be honest. Trump's fault if you stub your toe. You're absolutely, it's the truth. And here's the thing. We are founded on Christianity, and he is not going to take his oath on the Bible.
Right. And Norm, it's his fault I broke my finger.
Yeah, and it's his fault that I got 3.5-inch hail hit my house. Oh, and it's his fault that my insurance company forgot to put windstorm on my home. Wasn't that a good one I just found out today?
No, USS Liberty. No. Not the hatred that those kids are spewing. They're spewing utterly hatred. They're saying it's perfectly okay that you have an abortion after the baby comes out and the doctor just doesn't let it breathe.
Yeah, so just stick a hammer in its head. I wanted a girl.
That's okay.
It's
And
a,
then you say, well, if they would let them have abortions, either way, you're killing a child. So what's your argument? What's your argument?
and you know that to be a fact that Epstein's Island was an Israeli operation. I don't know if it was or not, and I'm not backing Epstein because I for one thing I don't believe the man's dead. In fact, I can
Yeah.
almost guarantee you he's not. And second of all, he needs to burn and rot in hell for everything that he did. I am not an Epstein supporter.
No. No.
No, you know what? You're right, Norm. Insurance doesn't cover much of anything, but by golly, just miss payment. And I hadn't, but I'm just saying, just miss an insurance payment
Miss
if
an
your house
insurance
is paid.
payment or
That's for you in a heartbeat.
or make a claim.
Yeah, and then we're just going to raise it so that we can regain the money that we gave you to fix your home.
You make a claim and they're going to deny half of what it takes to fix it. Been there, done that. Still fighting 3 years later.
Well, see, Donna, this is the truth. This is what happened to the plane, right?
Yep.
But they're saying, no, it was Trump's fault that it crashed because the air traffic controllers aren't getting paid. This is the mentality we've got right now. This is why it crashed. Really? Man, I could blame him for all kinds of things.
Can't we all?
You know, I'm just saying, it's amazing. We can't make this stuff up.
No.
It's right in our face with it.
Right.
You know, and if we don't turn our eyes and start opening our hearts and trying, you know, it's really hard. I love everyone, and I'm probably one of the most loving people, not right now at this very second, but 99.9% of the time. And it's really, really hard when I hear you owe me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't owe anybody.
Mm-mm.
I owe my family. I owe it to my kids.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Anything else outside of that is a good charitable thing to do. But don't tell me because you have 7 kids by 7 daddies that I owe you food to feed them.
No.
Or don't tell me I'm going to go steal at the grocery store because the government didn't give you the money to feed your family while you're sitting there at home on your couch eating bonbons.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not feeling it.
Getting your hair done and your nails done and your eyelashes done. And
these guys have a better cell phone than I have, and they all wear Nike tennis shoes. And you know, you ought to see some of the cars these people drive, and you're like telling me that I owe you.
yeah, I would like to know if anybody has the answer. Please tell me how people in their 20s and 30s are affording to drive Lincoln Navigators and Cadillacs and BMWs and Porsches
Infinities, yeah.
and Infinities and
Mm.
how because the car payments are like $700-800 a month and the insurance is like $600 a month and these people aren't working. How?
Yeah. I don't know. I missed the boat on that one.
Apparently we missed the boat on a lot because you know what? We remember back in the day when everybody got along. We remember back in the day when you knew a majority of your neighbors on your block.
Mm.
You knew your kids could go out and play until the street lights came on.
Yep.
You knew where your kids were. You
Yep.
knew, you know the parents at those homes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, You didn't have to worry if they were down there getting manhandled, beaten. You didn't have to worry if they were down there getting molested. You didn't have to worry about any of that. You also knew your neighbors. You run out of sugar. Hey, can I borrow a cup of sugar? I'm in the middle of baking. I'll replace it for you tomorrow.
Mhm.
You
Oh
knew
yeah, you
neighbors
don't
by
do that
name.
anymore. You don't do that anymore, and you worry about. I'm sorry, my kids can't go outside and play at dusk because somebody might drive by and grab them and stick them in their car.
Right. Kids want to have a sleepover. Not until you have fully vetted that family and those parents. That's just horrible. Just horrible.
Hmm. Hmm. How
And
many of you know your neighbors? I can tell you, I know two of them.
I know one of mine, and that's my direct neighbor next door.
I know the one across the street because it's my daughter, but I know a couple over here. That's all I know. And I don't go knocking on doors
I
to
used
find
to,
out meet them either.
I used to know my other neighbor, but that house is no longer there. So yeah, it got burnt down.
No,
So
no. All right, guys, it's that time.
yes,
Y'all
it
have
is.
a beautiful evening. Say
Thank
prayers for
you.
our nation.
Hit like and subscribe on the way out. All is welcome. No, no qualms here. No problems here.
Nope.
We'll listen to you.
Yep.
We'll give you our opinion
Prayers to all, and let's hope that you have a
as you got.
beautiful and blessed rest of your week.
Yes, have a great weekend. Don't be stupid like I was last weekend. And yeah, good night and God bless.
From shady news to crime so rough, you already know we just can't make this stuff up.